Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's episode of the Digital Pollution Podcast. You have myself, and of course, my co-host Cub.
Yes, we are back.
We are indeed.
And this time it's about the Dutch mountains.
The Dutch mountains.
The famous Dutch mountains from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
The only mountains that you can find there, by the way, is only the thing that they built that the water can't come in. What you
Yeah,
call
the
it?
dam. Yeah.
The dam.
Yeah, because it's...
That's the only mountains.
Well, yeah,
there.
because it's flat as fuck, isn't it, Holland?
Yeah, it's called Flatland. It's called Netherlands. The Nether stands for under no under
Sea level.
when under sea level. That's
Yeah.
why it's called. Not. But I don't think it's called because of that. It's called,
Is it
I
not?
think, Netherlands because it's from the. I think from from where you come when you go to this area. It's called because I think it's called from the Rhine, the neither side of the Rhine, I think.
Ah, the river.
Maybe.
Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
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 Ah, indeed.
Because
They-
I live in the north side of the Rhine. It's called north side of the Rhine, the area where I live.
Ah, there you go, see? The more you know.
Hey, but by the way, this is not something that I have looked up or something like that. This is just I'm combining like Sherlock Holmes because I don't need to ask Google or Wiki or whatever for everything, or stupid Alexa or whatever. Uh, but it's just a thing that I suspect with by the facts that I know.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
And yeah, but and if it's wrong, I don't care.
Yeah, fuck it. It makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense to
yeah,
me.
because clearly some stupid asshole can look it up and then say, "Oh, but this is total bullshit" or what? Yeah, okay, then I'm wrong.
Ah, fuck them.
Jess, if people aren't able to have a discussion without looking everything up, uh, then they should just let the AI have the discussion for them. Because if they are not able to having anything from themselves, if they need for everything the stupid Alexa AI or whatever, yeah,
Well, it's a shortcut to thinking, isn't it? That's the problem with the world today.
yeah, it's a shortcut with thinking, and they um, lose the ability to think,
Indeed, yeah. That's why people are
yeah,
getting dumber. Because of the
which they are.
internet.
Yeah, it's not even a joke.
Oh, I know, yeah.
People are getting dumber every day. I think some of my content, a few years, it will be for some people kind of impossible to follow it. It's much too complicated for them. I guess. I have now even some people who can't follow it, like my family. They can't follow a video that I make. It is too much information for them.
Even the German ones.
No, I'm talking about the German ones.
Well, oh shit, of course you are. What was I thinking? Yeah, of course you are, yeah.
English ones, Jess, are you joking? In
I know,
Germany, Germans,
I just didn't think for a moment, dude.
Germans in general can't speak English. That's also not a joke. They are just too stupid, most of them. You barely have anybody. They barely can speak German.
You can barely
Come
speak
up with a
German.
yes. That's not a joke. Just it's not a joke. They're barely able of their own language. It's a shame. I know, and but it's a fact.
Oh dear.
It's a fact. Yeah,
Well, what the
it's
fuck
a
are they
fact.
doing in German schools?
I have no idea what they are teaching there, but for sure it's not the language. That guy can tell you. maybe some socialist, communist stuff. I don't know, but
Well,
the
that shit
school
on
education.
socialist communism would never fly in Germany.
No, it's even called socialism here.
Well,
The socialists are in power in this moment. It's called
well,
Socialist Party.
well, they were in the 30s, weren't they?
It's called German Socialist Party, SPD. SPD, Socialist Party Germany. That's the name of
Aye,
the party.
it is indeed, yes.
Yeah, they are called socialists. And the Nazis back then were also called national socialists.
Well, they
Now
were,
we
yeah,
have
because the Nazi Party rose out of the Socialist Party, didn't it?
Yeah, and now we have the transatlantic national socialists. So they're still socialists. We are always ruled by these fucking socialists who are destroying the country.
Ah, well,
It's really
that's,
yeah.
that's politicians for you. That's why I don't trust any of them.
Yeah. Here, Charlie Kirk has been shot. Who is Charlie Kirk?
I'm not entirely sure. And
From
hello,
Gambit,
hello, Gambit. Yes, Charlie Kirk.
1987.
Charlie Kirk. No, the name doesn't ring a bell, and I
Yeah.
can't be bothered to look it up.
Yeah.
So you'll have to elaborate, Gambit, my dear sir, or madam, whichever.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just took the stairs today and not used the lift
Well,
for
see,
obvious reasons.
yes. Dodgy things afoot. Yes.
Yeah. For God's sake, don't use the lift. Use the stairs. It stands on the poster.
Yeah. I was going to try to watch the remake, but I just didn't have time.
Yeah. Down. Or the shaft. Hey, it's the white, this time the white shaft. So it's called the shift. Yeah, but it's funny. They had to rename the down into the shaft for directly during the release, kind of. And then when it got re-released on Blu-ray years later, they turned it back to the original title, Down.
Ah, there you go.
Yes, everything because of 9/11. Because it had for reasons you could listen to the plot of 9/11 in the movie. For reasons
Ooh,
I have no.
spooky.
Yes. Yes, and it's not the plot of the movie. It's just what the military guys, they're talking with each other, and they're bringing things up. They're bringing up the name Osama bin Laden. They're bringing up the World Trade Center. They even show it during the speech of the president after the attack. And they are mentioning here kidnapping of planes, here passenger planes, and they are mentioning Osama bin Laden destroying the World Trade Center.
See, that is spooky.
It's crazy, and you miss it. You miss it if you blink or something like that, because the movie is not about that. The movie is about something completely different. I explained the plot of the movie in my review in detail, but this is just happening in the side here, just. By the way, it's happening also, where people are talking about terrorist attacks and things like that, and the president gives a speech, and really how it is edited, because the World Trade Center doesn't play any part in the movie. But for reasons it's shown in these scenes for reasons that you think that the speech from the president has something to do with the World Trade Center, but he is talking about the building, this thing building that they made up, this CGI building, where the lifts are, which looks a little bit like the Baxter building, or here the what you call here, the one from Spider-Man. You can see in the movie which 2 times appears in the end of the movie, where you see the building, and also Spider-Man lands on the building from first Spider-Man. Yes, this thing that looks like a rocket. Here, American Monster. Here from American Monster. Here from Q, the flying serpent.
The fucking monument thing, the Washington Monument, I think it's called. I could be wrong.
No, that thing from Flying Serpent, here from Q.
The Empire
or
State
American
Building.
Monster. But Q doesn't play in the Empire State Building. Yes, I think it's Empire State. Sorry, I thought you mean. Yes, it's the Empire State Building. I think it's called. It's this thing that looks like a little bit that. But you know which one I mean. It has metal plates at the top. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of the most iconic buildings in New York. Or not?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the tallest building at one time when it was built, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what they did with these 2 towers that they had there.
It's a giant water feature, I do believe now.
Yeah. Yeah, people have really short memory because do you think many people know what was going on back then with the Empire, with the World Trade Center, that the movies were changed mid-production, and the ending was changed or something like that, with the Time Machine, Spider-Man, and so on, and also that they deleted the World Trade Center here digitally from the movies and so on.
Yeah, I know they did that, yeah. Because they thought it was in poor taste, so things were removed in certain movies. Yeah.
Yeah, and most endings back then sucked from the movies because they had to change them, because many the World Trade Center played a part, like in the Time Machine, and like in Spider-Man, first one.
Yeah.
And now we got
because in the trailer, wasn't there like a web between the 2 towers?
Yeah, because the 2 towers played a major role in the original script. It was supposed to be even where the final took place.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
From the teaser.
Well, yeah, you can see it in the trailer, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah, from the teaser, you mean? Because this trailer, it's called the WTC trailer, the WTC trailer, and I think this was probably, maybe it was the first introduction of Spider-Man in the movie. That would make sense. That this scene is in the middle of the movie. First time when Spider-Man, really the first time when Spider-Man appears. If I would have to guess where the scene takes place in the movie, for me it would make most sense as his first appearance.
Yeah.
And not necessarily his first appearance in the Spider-Man costume, just the first time that he really does something. And then we get his appearance here at the this day whatsoever, stupid uh, party whatsoever here, where Macy Gray or whatever sings a stupid song.
Macy Gray, eh? What the fuck happened to her?
I don't know. I don't care.
Neither do I. I don't care about these flash in the pan pop stars.
Yeah, I think she was famous for 2 seconds. She wasn't even famous when the movie came out. Nobody knew who that was. Because it took so long that the movie came out. It was delayed for a year. Was Yeah, I think it was supposed to come out 2001 because the World Trade Center teaser is from 2000.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they probably had put it back a year to rework certain scenes and everything, like you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that was back then. It was really, this was a crazy time. Not as crazy as 2020, but it was crazy. 2001.
Yeah.
It was not on the scale of 2020, where the whole world started to put their here face hugger into their face and things like that. Slave masks, no. But it was still crazy.
Oh, the world's always been crazy. It just has peaks of even more crazy.
Yeah, where the firemen started to call themselves firefighter, and if you call them firemen, then they would turn against you. Because I knew here some firemen, and was joking about them. Oh no, we're called firefighters, and even the German ones wanted to be called firefighters.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they wanted that people use the English word. They used the English word as it would be just a normal thing to say instead of saying the German word, which is called Feuerwehrmann. Yeah, and German word, by the way, means fire. What you call it? Wehr. When you fire defend man. That's the German translation.
Fire
That's the
defend,
word.
man. Sounds like a superhero.
Yes. Yes, this is the German word kind of is one of the most correct words for this for these people because this is exactly what they do. They because I mean, it means yes, they defend you from the fire when a fire breaks out. That's what it kind of means.
Yeah. They're still called firemen over here.
Yeah, and for me also, I never ever use the stupid term firefighter or what some other propaganda's term. Why should I use this? Also, don't never say freedom fries or something stupid like that.
You've got to remember the country of these origins, though. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you get that in the US now? The Ministry for Freedom and Peace and Harmony is renamed in War Ministry.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. What a fucking idiot.
No, it's so funny. It's
I
always
do think it's
backwards.
funny, but it just shows how much of a fucking moron Trump is.
No, but really, oh, the Ministry for peace and harmony and cakes is now renamed in Ministry for War, Destruction and Murder.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all the American
Which it
government
should
does
be.
anyway.
Yeah, but yes, but it's kind of funny because I, I have no idea what is going on there. I have no idea what is going on in your country. It seems you became now full fascists, like here in Germany.
Oh yeah.
Even worse.
Well, it's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, let's see. What do you think? Uprising soon from the people, or will they
No,
still act like sheep
it'll never
forever?
happen. It'll never happen, mate.
I don't
Sadly.
know. I don't know. So yeah, let's talk about the Dutch mountains and Dick Maas. He is the second famous director from Dutch, I would say.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
most famous.
really familiar with my Dutch directors apart from the obvious one.
Yeah, because there are just two, and it's Paul Verhoeven and Dick Maas. And Dick Maas is kind of the small one because he never could make the jump to Hollywood. He tried a few times with his movies. Sometimes they play. He has scenes in New York, for example, and this Down movie also. It plays in New York, but most of the scenes were made in Dutch.
Oh.
Yeah. Only the New York scenes are only really these exterior ones that you see there. But when they enter a building or when it plays in the building, most of the movie is still was made there here in Holland or Dutch. And but this is his first U.S. Netherlands production.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of
Co-production.
his first. Yeah, it's kind of his first Hollywood movie, and also of course his last one.
Yeah. Also, his last one.
Because it was a financial catastrophe.
Well.
This slug cost $15 million, not gulden or euro, $15 million back then in 2001. This is really much for such a stupid little movie. Or wouldn't you say? Because nowadays a horror movie it's just a stupid horror movie, but nowadays a horror movie when a horror movie costs 15 or 20 million, yeah, that's nowadays okay, but back then that was really much money
Yeah. Yeah. It was a
for
lot
this
more.
kind
Yeah.
of movie. Yeah,
It's
we're talking
probably
25
the probably
years
the
ago,
equivalent of, I don't know.
at least 30 or 40 or something like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Something like that. I'd say. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and but it had a release date in September because they showed it on festivals in Cannes, for example, on five. That's why I know why I say 5/11 because May 11th of May it was shown in Cannes, and by the way, the original movie was also from 11th of May, but in '83.
Ah.
Which
Right.
is also kind of interesting uh, coincidence. And so I would say they showed it on festivals, then they got it sold, that or something like that. And so the release date was officially in September, and they booked the cinemas, everything. And then 9/11 happened, and then they pulled it out of the cinema directly. And so it just made 500,000 worldwide because they didn't just pull it out of the cinema in the US, everywhere. And so it made just 500,000 instead of 15 million for the costs. And so that was it for Dick Maas. After that, there are no more movies worth mentioning, or kind of, or the big projects, and everything is only Netherlands again.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen his
Come on.
his new stuff. It looked cheap and boring, but I give it a shot. Of course, I have organized all the movies, and maybe they're good. I don't know. I can't tell you.
I'm not familiar with his work really. I know like The Lift and Amsterdam, and that's about it really, I think.
Yeah, that's his most. No, there's another one between Lift and Amsterdam, which I'm working on right now. It's called Flodder, and it's his biggest success, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah,
I still love it.
Flodder.
I still love in the original Lift. There's one scene and it's the worst editing I think I've ever seen in a movie because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, which scene?
Two of the characters, right? I can't remember the exact characters, but I can remember two characters are having a conversation. It's the only scene I can remember because I haven't seen it for years. But I can remember the scene because it sticks in my mind because it's just terrible. Two characters are talking inside. And then the conversation switches. The conversation doesn't change. They're just all of a sudden teleported outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Hey, this is called movie magic.
No,
Jess.
no, it isn't.
Don't you know that?
It's called very, very bad editing. Yeah, they're talking inside and then poof, they teleported outside to finish the conversation.
Yeah. I really like in the original Lift. I really like how mean-spirited this Lift is, because you will think it's a kind of like a machine and it acts like a machine, even even if it comes alive.
Yeah.
But still, it's so mean what it does here with the blind man when it plays tricks on him.
Yeah, how fucking hell, yeah. And another thing about the original as well. It had like a wet drive before it was a science fiction thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you remember, the Lift has got like that gooey stuff in it, and they're saying that it's like microbiotic living fucking thing. Which is like wet drives, what you see in science fiction movies years later. They did it first.
Yeah. And it's really everything you see in the movie is kind of possible till the very, very end. Because the very,
I'm just
very
trying to
end,
think what happens at the end.
yeah, when the guy who the scientist after the thing gets destroyed by our main character and also shot by the scientist.
Ah, yes, he does. He shoots the wet drive thing in the Lift, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. And then a cable comes out and pulls him in.
So it does. It strangles him and pulls him in the Lift. I remember now, yeah. Now you
Yeah.
said it.
But the thing is, till this moment, everything what the Lift did was kind of possible.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, it's
it,
plausible,
it,
definitely, yeah.
yeah, yeah. If it was mechanical plausible,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mechanics could do that. But this was the only time where it went to fantasy territory. Uh, of course, the decision was only made for the effect, for show this effect that he gets strangled there. But that was the only thing where I said back then when I watched it first time, I thought, okay, um, could could have left it out or that did something else because till then you stood so much to the mechanics and so on that you could really believe everything what you are seeing that's possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then it had to go to spooky territory.
Oh.
I really like the first lift. The first lift, I mean the original lift. It's really and what I really liked back then as a child when I saw this poster with the hand that crawls out of the lift, I always thought as a child that this is the hand of a monster that is grabbing out of the lift and trying to grab the little girl that is watching at it.
Oh, yeah, the little girl with the doll, which you used in your
Yeah.
thumbnail. Yeah.
Yes, because it's my favorite motive of this movie. This poster that they used back then, and now you have different posters and so on, artwork whatsoever. Uh, but this one is really this is one of the best horror movie posters ever. I think I have it even in my collection. And this is also one I would every time I would pull it on my wall because it's just beautiful. It's and also the lift kind of delivers. It's not the here not one of these posters that show you something that never happens in the movie or never looks like that or something like that. No, you kind of get exactly the scene also in the movie.
Yeah, yeah, sort of. It's
The
brilliant.
only
The poster's brilliant in its simplicity.
yeah, the only thing that they did was you have both of these scenes. You have you have the scene with the hand, and you have the scene with the little girl, but you don't have them as the same scene. In the movie, these are two different scenes,
Yeah, yeah.
and they combined the scenes for the poster, which is kind of brilliant, really. Yeah, and the scenes with the little girl are also they're so well done, so good. Where the doll loses an arm, and you don't see it.
I can barely
It-
remember it, dude. I'm going to have to rewatch the original, to be fair. I haven't seen it for a while.
Yeah, yeah. As I said,
It's just the teleporting conversation scene that I can remember the most. In the end.
yeah, and you have so many sex scenes in it, kind of, uh, because the first half of the movie there is a kind of a running gag that everybody, every character is only thinking, talking about sex or just doing it. And it's really absurd because the only one who isn't like that is our main character.
Ah, the lift guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the lead. He is the only one that that is not involved in, but everybody around him is work colleague, you're the people who got stuck in the lift, you're the mother of the little girl that plays outside here in the corridor, and she is having some fun time with a married man, with her boss or whatever, and it's the whole thing. First third of the movie or first half of the movie, you have constantly people with sex the whole time. It's
Well,
it's really it's like a running gag,
well,
really.
it is the
Uh,
Netherlands.
yeah, but it's crazy. I didn't bring it up in my review because it disappears completely in the second half. This theme, and in the remake is exactly same structured when it comes to this. The first third of it, you have already also this running gag with the sex thing. You have even more than in the original. And this time also the blind guy is a pervert and things like that. Which really makes no sense. It sucks. It sucks. The remake is so bad.
Maybe
Could
I won't
say,
watch.
yeah,
Maybe I won't watch it after all. Then
yeah, but you could make the argument it's so bad that it's good or something like that. But this argument doesn't hold up because it's so long. It's 2 hours. The remake.
that's not long, really. It's average.
And everything what happens you see in my review or in the trailer or the action. Most you have two small scenes or something like that, 2 or 3 in the whole movie, and then at the end, the last 10 minutes or something like that, then you have all the trailer scenes here, all the action and so on, and then you have a brain floating around or something like that, and that's it's really I have no idea what they were thinking, what Mars was thinking. The script is so stupid, trying to explain everything and for no reason. And it's completely unbelievable what you're seeing and how the characters are reacting and also what the lift is doing. It pulls people from outside into the building, throwing them out.
Oh
it's,
dear.
it's, uh,
Yeah,
it does
I noticed that
everything.
Ron Perlman and Naomi Watts is it. I noticed they were in it in the clips you showed in your video.
Yeah, Ron Perlman is he's the boss of our main character,
Oh right, yeah.
and he gives it all, but he has nothing to work with.
Oh.
Just few scenes where he puts so much dramatic kind of into the scene that he has, the 2 scenes he has, I think, but it's really complete waste because he has a non-character to play off here, the main character, which is really like a bag of nothing. It's, I didn't. I even didn't know that he's the main character when the movie starts, and because he's so boring and with zero charisma, zero.
I'm surprised you didn't relate to him then, Cub. He he he.
No, no. At the beginning, I thought his colleague is the main character because he was so. was- there was nothing. He was just. And then, of course, it turns out, yeah, former military whatsoever. Yeah, sure.
Oh, of
But
course.
who is not? Yes, as we all.
Didn't you say in your video there's like 73 lifts?
Yes, but you can't. You only just see 3, because these 73 lifts are on the floors, because it has
Yeah, yeah.
105 floors or whatever, and probably, I think, just
No, see, because I was wondering how the fuck that works. Because even the
yeah, I
tallest
think
and biggest buildings don't have 73 lifts.
yeah, they don't have 73 lifts that go from up to down, from down to the top. Normally, no lift goes from down to top.
Well, there is
Normally,
maintenance levels and things like that, and penthouse suites at the top.
yeah, normally there is maybe one of them or two of them go maybe from down to top, but normally they only go on floors. I don't know how many, 20 or whatever, and or maybe I don't know. I'm not I'm not
I would have to watch it because
expert.
I don't see how 73 lifts makes even any sense in a building.
I only repeat what they say in the movie. If it makes sense or whatever, it's not my problem. This is official. It's even in the official description. So I just use their numbers. I don't care if they make sense, because you only can see 3 at one time, because here on when you are on a floor,
Yeah, yeah,
you only
obviously.
see 3 anyway. And yeah, but really I don't care. Because when you have a ghost story, kind of spooky ghost story, that doesn't work in a big city, New York, at daylight.
Yes, hang on. So the remake doesn't work like the original, where it's under the control of a malfunctioning supercomputer.
Yes,
Oh, so
it's
it is the original premise still. Then, yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah. But the thing is, it doesn't work because the whole story is really more like a stretched out Twilight Zone episode, or Outer Limits episode, or something like that. The original story. And it's even it's just 90 minutes or something like that, and it's even too long. You could edit it a little bit down, the original movie.
That's.
You could
don't know.
edit
I would have to watch it again.
You could edit 5 to 10 minutes, and it would be perfect. It would be no loss at all, because especially in the last third, there are too many scenes where here our main character is only in the lift doing the same things again and again and things like that. And I'm pretty sure they're only in there, these scenes. Many scenes are just in there to get to 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 85.
I
or
know what you're on
whatever.
about. Well, yeah, it's because the lifts try and kill him as he's trying to fucking smash the computer thing, isn't it?
Yes, these scenes, but before that, that leads to that. You see many things where he is just doing regular things as in his job.
Yeah,
that lead to that.
that's called character building, Cub.
No, that's talking about the last 20 minutes, where we already know who he is, what his goal is, what he wants to do, everything. We know already everything at this moment. It's just petty stuff that you get at least to your 85 minutes or whatever.
I'll have to
can call
rewatch
it
it
a
again because
movie.
it probably all does make sense, apart from that terrible editing.
Yeah, sure. Yes. I I'm just telling you. But the problem uh, 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 with the remake is, as I said, now you have this little simple kind of ghost story, Twilight Zone story, whatsoever, and now you have to stretch it out to 2 hours. Also, you are not using to your favor the darkness and and these elements that add also the kind of isolation in the original movie. You don't have that when it plays out in New York in this big building in broad daylight and so on. And
Yeah, but in the original, you're given the idea that it's a very busy building with lots of people coming back and forth and up and down. It's just that they didn't have the cast all the time or the money to actually do that.
yeah, but in the original, first
But
off,
you're under the
this
impression that the building with the lifts in is a very busy building, even though you don't really see it, because they obviously couldn't afford it. But it sort of
yeah.
tells you that it's a very busy building.
Uh, busy, not so busy. It's first off, it's only a 13 or 15 floor building.
Yeah,
I think
that's
15 floor
plenty, dude.
building.
That's plenty of floors.
Yeah, that's plenty of floors, but it mainly plays at night. Most of the time, things happen at night, and most of the time, it. So for example, when the people who clean the building or something like that.
Oh yeah, because
When
fucking hell, yeah, because one of the janitors gets killed by the lift, doesn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and the thing is also
Fucking hell, I remember that bit now
the
as well.
lift is not that stupid in the original, because the lift kind of when he kills people and does his things, uh, he still tries not to be recognized as
Well, yeah,
as a
because
threat.
of the wet drive thing is actually thinking, isn't it?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
and
But
so sometimes it
well,
only plays
you
trick.
see that with the little girl, don't you? Where he opens the one on the left and then the one on the right, then the left, and she keeps running back and forth,
Yeah,
and then it tricks her into
yeah,
the middle one.
yeah, and I can tell you, he just doesn't kill her
Fucking hell, I remember that as
because
well.
he doesn't want to get too much attached. I, I I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why the girl survives. Uh, that he didn't want to kill the girl anyway, because that would be just too risky. Would bring too much attention, and also many killings in the original they happen when there are really no witnesses of any kind,
Yeah, yeah.
and even the blind man guy who dies, he is not found till the second one dies. Till
Oh
the guy
shit,
who
yeah,
gets
because
beheaded.
he falls down the shaft of the lift, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know
he
I
just
know
falls
somebody?
down.
I know somebody who that actually happened to.
Oh my
He
God.
called a lift. Luckily, it was only like 4 floors, but he still hurt himself really bad. He called the
Yeah.
lift, and without looking, he just stepped into it, and the lift wasn't there, and he fell down the shaft. I know somebody that actually happened to.
Oh my God. So the door opened without the lift being there?
Yep. And he got,
Oh my God.
oh mate. Well, it don't matter. He ended up being pretty rich. Not like millionaire rich, but he ended up with a lot of money.
Yeah, but he didn't end up paralyzed or not.
No, no.
I hope
Luckily
not.
enough, like I say, it wasn't that high. Luckily enough. But yeah, he was in hospital with lots of broken bones and concussion, fractured head. Oh, we got fucking thousands, hundreds of thousands. He got a nice lump sum of money out of it.
Yeah, I know lifts are very, very dangerous. That's why I made my warning video today, which some people confuse for a review or something like that. But it's of course here it's what you are calling these warning videos.
Premonitions? No,
Yeah.
not premonitions. Foresight, foreshadowing, forewarning, forewarning. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I
Yeah.
don't just blindly walk in lifts now. I always make sure the fucking lift's actually in there before I take a step.
Yeah, and as I said, Dick Maas, his second movie after The Lift, Lift is from 1983,
Yep.
and his second movie is 3 years later. It's from 1986, and it's called Plodder.
Oh.
And I'm working on Flodder in this moment because
Have you already watched the movie though, Cub? I take it you have.
yeah, back then,
Ah, oh.
of course I rewatched. No, of course I rewatched it because it's not just one movie; it's three movies and a whole TV series with 36 episodes, which I'm watching right now. I'm now in
Ah,
season
okay.
three, and this movie, this is kind of a big deal in Dutch.
Well, if
So,
it must have been pretty famous to spawn a couple of sequels.
oh
It must
yeah,
have done well.
it's the only one, by the way. It's the only, the Flodder trilogy is the only Dutch trilogy. It's the first Dutch movie, here cinema release trilogy ever for this country. And I also don't know another one, which came maybe after that. So this is first. This is also it was it was very huge when it came out back then. It really was a little sensation, and took many countries by storm. Also in Germany, it was very famous, and in Belgium and so on. And it I now discovered during my work on the review. First off, what is Flodder? Have you any idea what I'm talking about? Chris?
I have no idea whatsoever, Cub.
Flodder is called a family you can call maybe white trash family or something like that. It's not a nice thing.
All right. So it's
It's-
a Dutch derogatory term.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Dutch,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
it's a term for when you with Flodder you would say something. The opposite of it would be nice and pretty and but Flodder means really like you don't have any and things are not at on the place they're supposed to be. What you call that in English terms?
Well, displacement is the
Yeah,
English.
displacement. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
when things are displaced, you go to somebody and his where he lives. Things are displaced. It looks like flood or something like that. You could say.
All right.
Uh, yeah. So the movie itself, many things are insider things from Dutch,
Ah, right.
which
Yeah.
makes sense. So the meanings, they have many meanings. Many of the terms that they use and names and so on have have more than one meaning in the original language, and so it's kind of difficult to really get everything when you are not familiar with the language and don't know for example, you have things that are funny in the slang, in the how you use it, words like names and so on.
Yeah, yeah.
That that a Dutch man would get this joke, but for example, a German wouldn't or foreigner wouldn't.
Right, yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah.
So it's also that, and the family uh, is it's a poor family. It's about a social experiment in 1980s. Here, this from 1986, where some guy from the not from the government here from the town or whatever, uh, social worker uh, puts decides here with the governor of the city or whatever, they decide to make a social experiment where they put a poor family into a rich um,
Like neighborhood
place
or yeah, yeah, yeah.
neighbor, yeah, a rich neighborhood. So the city decides to
Hang on.
do this
That,
so
that sounds
social.
that sounds like the premise of the Jeffersons. The Americans
Yeah,
out
and
there will get that.
it's also the premise of trading places a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, the bet. Yeah,
Yeah, indeed.
yeah. So this
The
is
$1 bet.
yeah, and but the thing is, this family, this Flodder family, they are really like the Bundys, but in much worse, because you don't have a lovable main character that is stupid like El Bundy and a loser. No, you have directly real criminals.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, that
Yeah,
actually sounds interesting. I might try and see if I
it
can find
is.
that film.
It is. It's good. It's really it's big success. It's probably most famous Dutch movie ever, I would say. Uh, I can't think of another one that is more famous than this one. Uh, because Amsterdam is it's from the same director, but it's I don't think it's more famous than Flodder. Uh, and
I don't know. Amsterdam was pretty big at the time.
I know. And by the way, Amsterdam came later after that. That was the one that came after Flodder. Amsterdam is I think from 87 or 88.
I'm not sure the year. I haven't seen that for a long time. I don't think I even actually own it. I think I just rented
Yeah.
it once.
Yeah, and by the way, Amsterdam is the reason why I do the retrospective on Dick Maas, because in December we get Amsterdam Part 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They should call it Amsterdam again or something like that. But I don't think it's a big thing, this Amsterdam 2, because it only has a Dutch release. And the international release is not even announced yet.
Is it done by the same director or somebody
Yeah,
different?
and no, by the same director and also by with the same lead, who this director with Amsterdam 2, he has made 12 movies, and 6 of them, the lead is this Hoop Stapel
Oh,
guy.
right, yeah. So he's his Bobby De Niro, is he?
Yeah, kind of, and but he's not so well known internationally. Here in the States or whatever. He's more known in Germany, for example, because
Yeah, yeah.
Dutch stars often then show up here in German television most of the time.
Well, most Americans won't watch European movies anyway because they're subtitled and most of the country can't fucking read.
No, there are not even subtitles. Not, I'm not talking about movies. He's here in Germany, for example, a star of a television series, a cop series whatsoever, and yeah, but uh, this is kind of a um, because he played kind of in the first five movies, whatever here from this Dick Maas guy, and then he made his kind of own career whatsoever. He's not even in the remake of Dawn, of the Lift.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh,
And he would have been great in that, but no, they instead used some nobody. I always thought it's Ian McGregor because he was so boring. But now I discovered, no, really, really, I had already prepared my script with Obi-Wan Kenobi and so on,
yeah,
and then I
I
discovered.
keep forgetting that you don't recognize actors and they all look the same to you.
No, I I watched this movie back then, 2001 or whatever, two, whatever, when it came out, and here on video or DVD or whatever, and I had in my memory had always that it was Ian McGregor because for reasons I thought it's Ian McGregor,
Well,
but
that's just you though, Cub. That's a you thing.
no, no, wait a second. Now, 25 years later, or 24 years later, when I rewatched it, because I never watched it again, it was crap back then. Also, here this down disaster was crap, and I thought, oh my god, this sucks. Even from the same director, from the original, but this is just awful. I thought back then, and I had that in mind, and also, oh God, Ian McGregor whatsoever. And then now when I rewatched it, I discovered, oh my God, he is not even Ian McGregor. He's really nobody. Just I confused back then with Ian McGregor.
Well, you do get easily confused.
No, because I was when I rewatched it, I was thinking, who is the main character? I had Ian McGregor in my mind, and I thought, oh, who these two guys? One of them has to be the main character, and but nobody of them was Ian McGregor, and I thought, oh, okay, who looks at least a little bit like Ian McGregor? Also, nobody of them. And then I thought, huh? What is going on? No, I have no idea. Maybe because I saw back then some movies with Ian McGregor, and I thought this was also one of some awful movies, and
Oh
this was
yeah,
just one of them. I just
that
thought,
makes sense because he was pretty big round about that time, wasn't he?
yeah, yeah, probably. Um, but as I said, it's just doesn't work. Yeah, but here this Flodder thing. Uh,
Now that I am interested
so
in.
yeah, and so you have this original movie which is called just Flodder. But here in Germany, it's not just called Flodder. It's
Well, it
called
wouldn't be in Germany, would it?
yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. It's called a family that that you would like to kiss.
You and your
Yeah, it's a
wacky German
term.
titles.
Yeah, it's a term here in Germany. Uh, I could kiss you, we say here. Yeah, but not using kissing, the word for kissing in German. There's another word for kissing, which is more when you say it describes a kiss that sticks. And when you are finished, you see something. For example, when you kiss like that on the arm, kids do that sometimes when they want to tease somebody, making fun of it. Then you have a sign. Understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm just trying. Oh,
It's the kind of kissing when you are sucking at the same time.
yeah, yeah.
And when you do that on the arm of somebody, for example, if a girl wanted to tease a boy, I really talk about kids really, and they know when they kiss like that, and on the arm or something like that, then the boy gets this sign which goes red and
Yeah, dude, right. I'm with you now. They're called love bites.
love bites. Yeah, and
Or
this
in America, I believe they call them hickeys. I think in America
yeah
we
probably like
we
that.
call them love bites. Where you like you put your mouth over a piece of skin and then you like suck, and then when you take your mouth away, there's like a red patch.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Love
And
bites.
this is
Love bites
yeah,
or
and
hickeys.
yeah, and we have a word for that in Germany, where what and this is used in the title of this movie. A family you could kiss, or you would kiss, or like to kiss, or something like that.
Yeah.
This describes also something like lovable, but also a lovable rogue or something like that. Somebody who is maybe a criminal, like the Bundys, who is but lovable. You still like them even if they're thieves or whatever. And do you understand how I mean that?
I do, yes.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is, Al Bundy came 1 year later. So we have this family, which is really kind of like Married with Children, but in a more serious matter, but also much more satirical way. It's an R-rated movie, and for example, the daughter of them is exactly like Kelly Bundy is sold to us.
Oh,
But we never see.
Cali Bundy.
No,
Ooh.
yeah, but yes, in the TV series Married with Children, Kelly is sold to us, to the audience, as this whore, as this slut, whatever.
Yeah.
She's sold to us at that, but in Florida, you see that she is exactly, and you see everything.
Well, yeah, that's because Europeans don't shy away from graphic fucking images. That's why.
Yeah, and also other things. Some characters are really like here from Florida, are really like here from El Bundy. You have the children that are also little thieves, and also you have this fight between the sister and the brother, and things like that. So El Bundy took a really big inspiration from Florida and made it more mainstream, more because, as I said, Florida is R-rated stuff, shockingly, because brother and sister are also doing it with each other, because they are not from the same father. And
Right.
so the mother constantly has to pull the pervert, one of the brothers, perverted one, out of the bed from the sister.
No.
So
I'm going to have to check this movie out. Hopefully, I can get
Yeah,
my
yeah,
hands on it. Hopefully.
yeah. It's kind of what Married with Children sometimes promises or tries to say things like, "Oh, he's a tough guy, or he's a thief, or he
Yeah, I know.
does
Yeah, but they
these
have to
things,"
tone it
and
down for an American network show, dude.
yeah, yeah, it's showing Kelly, oh, she's such a cunt, a slut, sleeps with so many men whatsoever. But in Florida, they never say that, but they show it constantly. Uh, uh, they don't. This is show, not tell. So you get really this family is. But the thing is, the German title for Married with Children is ähm, eine schrecklich nette Familie. A horrible nice family.
Well, that's about right, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, but the thing is, as I said, Flodder is called.
I love how the
uh,
German translation for things are so literal.
yeah, but the thing is, Flodder is called, as I said, a family you would kiss, but this kissing, what we talked about, this love hate kissing. So a family you would kiss, and then 1 year later, Married with Children turns up, and they call it uh, a horrible nice family. And in German, both titles, these these titles go kind of in the same direction. They sound kind of, even if they are not exactly the same, they if you I don't know how I can describe it.
It's like a.
It's like in
I
the
had it for
same
a moment
vein.
and now I've lost it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like in the
like
same
a
vein.
collective version of the same thing. Sort. I don't know.
Yes, yes, yes. Like as you want, as you remember the success of this movie about the family, but you can't use exactly the same title again for this new TV series whatsoever. And so you also try your best to come close to that. Because these are the German titles, as I said. Because in the original, the titles are completely different. In the original, Flodder is only called Flodder. It's just name of the family. And El Bundy is not. It's not called El Bundy. It's called Married with Children, as you know.
Indeed.
So the originals don't have any connection to each other, but the German titles have. And it's really that the German titles really kind of tell that El Bundy is really heavily inspired by Flodder, I would say.
Well, I think Married with Children was just inspired by American white trash families in general. I dare say the creator of Married with Children probably never saw that movie.
Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I just recognized it. I recognized it. I thought, oh, this is strange because um, I have seen Married with Children and all of the 11 seasons. And I have now seen everything Flodder. I'm in the middle
I have the DVD box set of Married with Children.
Yeah, but also the crazy
Yeah, dude,
some
you know
crazy
when they cancelled Married with Children? None of the cast knew, and Ed O'Neill only found out because he was stopped at the airport by a fan and went up to Ed O'Neill and said, "Oh, sorry, your show's been cancelled." And he didn't even fucking know. None of the cast knew that the show was cancelled.
Oh, nice. But there is also another crazy coincidence or parallel or what you want to call it. Because the property of Flodder ran kind of exactly the same time like Married with Children.
Well, yeah.
Because,
Well, Roseanne was a similar show. White trash. You know what I mean? It was.
yeah, but I mean, Flodder went into TV series and had the third movie. It was in the middle of the TV series. And the TV series went on for 2 more seasons after the third movie in 95. And then uh, fin they they filmed it till 97. But they aired it later till 99. But the filming ended in 97 because the main actor died.
Well, that will put a damper on things. Yes.
Died during the celebration of finishing the last 2 seasons, season 4 and 5. And then they had a celebration on the lot there, and he died.
Fucking hell.
They were celebrating to art, maybe. I don't know. But El Bundy went also till 97.
Yeah, that sounds
Last
about right.
season came out season 11 in 97. So they kind of started at the same time, just the El Bundy after Flodder, and ended kind of in the same year. But the airing, of course, was a little bit later with Flodder. But still, it's really, yeah, just a coincidence. I don't know.
Well,
But
yeah,
it was
it is just a
also,
coincidence. Yeah.
I think it was also this kind of humor. It was also the end of it in the late 90s, where people got kind of sick of it,
Yeah.
of the of, yeah, don't even know how to describe it. This is this kind of humor where you have this situation where
Yeah. Well,
da-
it all comes under the banner of not politically correct. That's why these shows died.
yeah. Um, the TV show, by the way, here from Florida is I like it, but the first movie is complete different animal. It's really something special because already the continuation here, part two, it's called Flodder in America,
All right.
and it sucks balls because the original movie was not just stupid jokes with his family. It was really a satire criticizing also the welfare state and things like that, and pushing it to the limits.
Nice.
And it was well done. It's a well done cinema experience.
Oh,
The
sound. Yeah,
first movie.
well, obviously that's something I will be into. So yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can find this movie.
But then already in the second one is only just stupid jokes. They completely leave out the real satirical, the satire with also the critical look at the system and things like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only just stupid family goes to Manhattan or New York, and then is confused for important people, whatever.
Oh right,
and,
yeah, I'm with you.
and then when they discover they are put on the street and they have to survive on their own. But you could make maybe something with that if you wanted to, but they clearly didn't because the whole movie, the second one, is only stupid jokes with this situation like Kevin Home Alone or something like that. This vein, like Home Alone 2 uh, goes really more in this vein, kind of humor, and really not about. So they are in the Central Park, and then there's this black gang, and that wants to rob them or wants to beat them,
Yeah.
and of course they beat them, and even if they normally they have zero chance against them, but it's just played out for
Yeah.
for
So
for
so
laughs.
the satirical edge and all the nuances of the first movie are just completely lost in the second one.
Completely,
Yeah, completely lost in the second one
completely.
just to make up cheap
Yeah.
gags.
Cheap gags that are not funny, are only stretched out to eternity. It's 2 hours long, the second
Oh,
one,
that doesn't
and you
really
feel
matter.
every second. Yeah, but you feel every second because it's, as I said, there is nothing that you enjoy watching it. It's just,
I will
but it
see. I
was,
will see for myself.
yeah, and but you have to. There's two versions of the movie of the second one, because there's the original U.S. version is 95 minutes because it's edited down from the original version, which also
Yeah, yeah.
goes 2 hours. And this 2 hour version was shown here in Dutch and in Italy, for example, and in Belgium.
Well, I
But
will be trying to get hold of the original Dutch cut anyway before I go for an American copy.
yeah, no, but the thing is, the American copy uh, uh, it was also the one that we got here in Germany. In Germany, we also got the edited down version,
That's weird.
and yeah, and the thing is, they released a few years ago, here 2015 or whatever, they released the, com- the complete extended version, they call it, but it's just the original version. And but this extended version, back then they made up the myth. Some people who have no clue what they're talking about or talking out of their ass as usual, made up the myth that this edited version, here this American, the
Yeah,
US version,
yeah.
was edited down because the American people were too sensitive for this dark humor or whatever.
Well, I
So
wouldn't say too
sarcastic
sensitive.
humor.
I'd just probably say too stupid to understand it. Probably.
No, because I watched it, as I said, I watched, of course, the complete version, and you get because it's not dubbed. The scenes, original scenes are not. Some of them are not are in Dutch, for example.
Well, yeah. Obviously,
But
if it takes place in America, yeah, I can imagine it's
yeah,
all not Dutch.
no, but many scenes are still in English at least, because they are originally English because they are play in Manhattan.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I watched the whole version, and the edits are not anything special. There are no edits for example, there is a scene where they say horrible things or do horrible things, or you can see too much tits or whatever, or brutality or whatever. Nothing like that. Most of the edits, 99% of the edits, are only to shorten scenes to make a better flow
Ah,
scenes that
yeah.
don't matter at all,
So the
that are just
so the editing is just basically to improve the pace of the movie.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's
I'm
really
with you. Okay.
all of the ads, I would say, because really there's the movie when you see it in this 2 hour version, you really get that the scenes go much too long.
Oh, I would have to see
Things
it for myself.
things just repeat information. You get information that you already got. You get it a second time, a third time, and things like that. And so this legend that they made up. Oh yeah, this is because it was too hard for them or something like that. It's just stupid nonsense. Yeah, okay.
Well, if I do find the first one, I'm going to have to go on a mission to find the other two.
E- Yeah, you can find them. You can find them in English, no problem, I think.
I don't want them in
And
fucking English. I want them in the original language.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, you can. Oh, maybe yeah, you have to know yourself.
Yeah. Well, it
So
depends. I might only be able to find, sadly, the English dub,
yeah, and
which I
by
hope
the way,
not.
the whole property, by the way, is from the same director. It's from Dick Maas.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of
We've
like
established that.
his child. Also the TV series, but he didn't direct every episode. He only directed a few episodes in the first and second season. But he produced it, wrote many of it, and things like that. And so after the second movie, it was still a financial success, at least in Europe,
Yeah, yeah.
because I don't get any US
Well,
numbers.
Europe's the only country that matters with a European film. Fuck the Americans and their fucking box office. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it could made at least double of its
Well,
costs
it must have
back.
made some money in Europe if there was a third one.
No, it could at least make double of its budget alone in the Netherlands back, and was also one of the highest grossing movies ever there,
What,
top
the
10 or
sequel?
top 11 or whatever.
The
The
sequel
sequel,
was?
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Also,
Oh,
like the
well, that
original,
obviously explains the third one, so yeah, okay.
yeah, even if it was complete garbage, but it still was a success, financial success. It was not a success with the critics, but who cares?
Ah, fuck
And
critics. What do they know?
yeah, no, but this time they were completely right, and much of the criticism which was not right for the first one, which really applied to the second one, because the second one is really just stupid nonsense without any depth or whatever. But the first one is the first one got also criticism of some kind of criticism of that he plays it more for laughs and so on, and is not critical enough or whatever. But these are just stupid fucks, so-called critics, and yeah. But and so they made a TV series after this second one, and the plan was that the after the third season, because the TV series was successful, it was a big success, and so it should end with a cinema release. This TV series. Yes, are you still
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I am. I was just about to say. So, does the TV series tie into the third movie?
Uh, yes, but the third movie, I have to explain. So
Go
the
for it.
TV series was planned for 3 seasons, and then they wanted, because it was a big success, they wanted to make a cinema release as as the final of the TV
Ah,
series.
right. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah.
But what they did was they took the final of the TV series, the last 3 episodes,
Right.
and developed out of them this third movie.
Ah,
Uh,
much like Firefly and Serenity. Yeah.
yeah, but they didn't. The third movie they named it after the cinema movies, because
Right.
the
Yeah.
cinema
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
they're called Flodder, Flodder 2 and Flodder 3, and they named it Flodder 3 to pretend that it is a continuation of the cinema movies, which it isn't.
So,
But
so
in
does the
fact,
third one have a complete different cast?
yes,
Ah, okay.
not complete different, but uh, uh, and some main characters stay through all of them, all of the movies and all of the TV series, like the one with the tits here, the daughter,
The
and
one with the tits. Yeah.
yes, it was
Yeah. Go on. Carry
17
on.
times. She was 17 times front page of Playboy. This is really the only thing that she does. She only did this Flodder thing. Her whole career is only this Flodder thing, and be appear in Playboy and so on.
Well, dude, a lot of the female stars of Hammer films were just Playboy models.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And she's also like that. She's and very pretty, and you see her tits also in the TV series. You see them not so much as in the movies, but you
Well, yeah.
still see it every second or I think what was it, every third episode or whatever. Then even if it's out of nowhere, she gets a naked scene at least one, and yeah, just just for the fun of it.
Oh, why not? Just in case the audience started to fall asleep. Luke, tits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. From season 2 on, they put her tits even into the introduction, and from season 3 on, they put scenes into introduction showing her tits that you really can see them also, and not just split second or whatever.
That's it. Well,
And
you've got to drag the under 16s in somewhere.
no, it's really
I know. It's just move along.
I'm just, and as I said, I haven't seen the TV series back then when it came out.
I doubt I will be able to get my hands on the TV show.
I only, I only have seen the movies, the first, second, and third, and I was kind of surprised from the third one, which looked like a TV series. The third one, even it was a cinema release, it had also budget like the other ones, at the same budget, like part 1 and 2, same kind of budget. When I say, and that is around $5 million. That was kind of the budget for all 3 movies, and which is pretty big for this kind of property for back then. You have really to think from, this is 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was really huge budget for this kind of movie, at least from Netherlands.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hated the second one back then already. I thought it was just a waste of time. And I was surprised from the third one, where I thought, oh my God, this looks like a TV movie. But I was surprised that it was much more entertaining than the second one. Of course, not on the level of the first one at all, but still okay. And now that I know the TV series, of course, this is a complete different animal, because the TV series itself doesn't go. It goes back to Dutch, where they are in this place where not supposed to be.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
this
So
social
the TV series is basically a soft remake of the first movie, and continues from there. I mean, the basis of the beginning of the TV series, should I say?
Yeah, because in the movie it's really explosive, and one of the neighbors goes crazy and gets a tank because he's a general or something like that, and he steals a tank and then blows their home.
See, this is getting me more and more interested.
Yeah, and and so the TV series. In the TV series, they are there in the neighborhood since 4 months, and are kind of in the middle of this social experiment. The neighbors know already these are criminals, don't want them there. And so the TV series is really about how the neighbors try to get rid of them, how they try to avoid the police with their criminal acts and so on.
Nice.
And really just their just normal life, what you can say call normal with these people, with this mutation of an El Bundy family.
Yeah.
And
It sounds like an episode of Shameless.
no, the episodes are very short. They're only 25 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah. Did you ever see
And
that show, Shameless? Did you ever see it?
no,
The British one was
no.
good, and to be fair, the American one wasn't too bad. Not as good as the British one.
Hey, what's the original German title?
I have no idea.
Because maybe I've seen it, but if you don't know the real title, how can I tell you?
I have no idea. Well, it is the real title, dude. It's just that you.
No, the only
It's just that you
real
fucking krauts have silly names for things.
Hey, the only real legitimate title, which is going to be the official title when we take over, anyway. So better you learn the titles now,
Dude.
from these properties.
Look, you tried twice, failed twice. It's never you're not going to have the chance for a third time.
It's not over yet.
And besides that,
fight
dude,
is
if anybody's
not
going to
over.
start a world war, it won't be you. It'll be the fucking Americans with that prick in charge.
Probably. Maybe. I really don't care about any politicians.
No, because they're all scum.
Why should I?
Each and every fucking one of them.
It's really funny when people pretend that they have any power or are in charge or something like that.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? That they actually think that the kings and the queens and the prime ministers and the presidents are actually in charge.
Mm.
It makes me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, but especially when it comes to puppet, a clearly obvious puppet like Trump, as he
They all are,
is-
dude.
he is-
Dude, there's a comedian called who used to be alive called Bill Hicks, one of the funniest fucking comedians of all time. He does a great little sketch. He does a great little bit where fucking the American viewing public are watching TV, and I believe the puppet on the left shares my views. Then I believe the puppet on the right shares my views. And then the camera pulls back, and there's one guy with his hands in both puppets.
Yeah. Hey, aren't the news here in Britain called Spitting Image? Your news show?
Well, that used to be on, yeah, in the 80s. Oh, they did bring
That
They
was-
did bring it back for a
Hey,
while, and it wasn't
that-
as funny.
Yes, wasn't that the official news show
It might as
with
well
the
have been, yeah.
puppets?
It might as well have been, yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit, though, the only good thing when they brought it back was the puppet of Donald Trump. It was fucking hilarious. But the new series of Spitting Image wasn't that good. It's not like the old classic one. But the Trump puppet was funny.
Everything, just everything new is garbage.
Yeah, mostly.
You know that.
Yeah, I know, mostly.
What did you expect? Yeah, you think they fuck up the Muppets, but they don't fuck up Spitting Image? What were you thinking?
Well, obviously, I know better. I knew going in it wouldn't be as good. Because none of the original people involved with the original series, there was only a couple of them involved in the new series anyway, so... Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so as I said, then they made this third movie, which is a continuation of the TV series. Of course, when you watch just the movies, it's still you can't follow what is going on.
Yeah, Sam, I was just going to ask you, it's like, before I see the third movie, if I can get hold of it anyway, I don't have to, like, fucking do some homework and watch some TV show, which I probably will never be able to find.
No, but I can tell you, the third movie is it feels directly like a TV show because as I said, it's made up from the official original final of the third season of this TV show.
Yeah, but a lot of shows do that though, don't they? Well, not a lot, but a few have done it.
And it doesn't really match with the first movie. And the second movie, I'm just pretending the second movie never existed. Here, this goes to Manhattan, whatever crap. Yeah.
Well, maybe you just didn't get the jokes.
Yeah. But so let's just go with the original, with the first Florida.
Well, that's the one I'm going to try and find. That's the one I'm going to try and find.
But as I said, this TV series is really not like the first movie. It really it has its own charm.
So it is its own thing then.
Yeah, it's really it's just this family, and yes, there are most of the time they play it for jokes or whatever, but it's still it's not this awful like the second movie. It's just they're back in their neighborhood, and it's really nice to see how these rich neighbors try to get rid of these this criminal poor people who constantly want to become rich with scams and so on. So it's really like El Bundy. It's really like here neighbors can't stand him, want him, or the Simpsons or whatever, where you have this situation. Yeah, you can really compare it to that, and it's cheaply made, clearly Dutch TV. I can tell you, they don't spend much money on crap, but I really just enjoy it. Because I live here near Dutch. It's just 15 kilometers from me, or 12 kilometers, or something like that. And everything what I see there is, I have seen already when I was there. Because in Dutch everything looks the same, as you know.
Indeed. Yeah, I can't go to Holland, Netherlands, and because I wouldn't come back if I ever went there because of its lovely laws.
The thing is, many things that they use there. Is it, for example,
Greg.
tobacco?
Yeah, Greg, that's another good analogy, Greg. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Beverly Hillbillies was also the thing I directly thought about, but then I thought like Greg, yeah, but they don't become rich or and then go to Beverly Hills or something
Ah,
like
shit,
that.
yeah,
They
because
go
the
to
Clampett
Michigan.
struck oil, didn't they? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's without the money.
Without
Yeah,
the
that's
oil and the
that's
money. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
But it's
I
that
I think
idea of people from a different social background and things being plonked into a different. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, I understand what Greg's trying to say.
yeah. So as I said, it's really like you take a look into your real life neighborhood when I watch this series because when they smoke tobacco, they use, for example, drum.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that
and
is a
this is
Dutch tobacco anyway, isn't it, John?
yeah, but it's also the thing that here is also used here in my town here or in my country.
Dude, it's all over the
It's
world. I can go to the shop now. Well, not now because it's closed, but I can go to the shop
yeah,
tomorrow and get a packet of drum.
yeah. But what I mean
Even though
is,
I don't personally smoke it because I think it's fucking horrible.
yeah, because it can't smoke it. It's horrible. But it's not just that. It's things that I can get in the next store here in my town. It's also like the for example the ketchup what they use there. It's called ketchup in English.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tomato sauce, ketchup. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The tomato sauce is exactly the one that when I go here into a store, it's most bought one here. Uh,
I only buy Heinz tomato ketchup. I don't buy any other.
yeah, yeah, but what I want to say is, it's really for me to see that is really refreshing kind of. It's not so far away, so Hollywood or
Yeah, yeah.
artificial
Well, it's
or
European. You are bound to have more things in common with it.
yeah, yeah, and also some of the rules and some of the just the things. Yeah, this is really more my world that I fits really more that I. It's like when you see something from Wales or something from something nearby you that
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
on
know.
your island and so it's really more familiar to you.
Well,
No,
anything Welsh wouldn't be familiar with me because they have their own language and everything.
yeah,
But I understand
yeah,
what you're
but
saying. The neighbouring place, the neighbouring county, the neighbouring whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
yeah, yeah, and also for me, it's also it's a tradition like with you and your neighbors neighboring countries
Yeah,
counties whatever
yeah. Countries.
you where you make fun of and they make fun of you
Yep.
for me
Because
it's
everybody from
also
Wales shags sheep. Everybody fucks sheep in Wales.
yeah, yeah, this is yeah, these are known facts, Jess. I know that I even know. But I was talking about made up stuff. Yes.
Yeah, we all have our stereotypes. Yes.
Yeah, and we have these stereotypes also with the Dutch, of course.
Right. Scottish people are mean.
We call them cheeseheads, for example.
Well, that makes sense. I can understand the
Yeah,
logic. Yes.
yeah. And so, of course, I can tell you, there's nothing more that the Dutch people are looking forward to as a German guy reviewing their stuff and telling from the German perspectives, and they love the Germans like we love the the Dutch
Yeah.
people, yeah, like British people love the French people, something like that.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and so I can tell you. I'm expecting from my retrospective series on Dick Maas, I'm expecting some comments from Dutch that directly kind of tell me, oh, this German guy, what is he thinking, or whatever.
Just tell them fuck off and go eat some cheese.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. But as I said, I'm working on this project in this moment. I'm writing the script, doing watching the TV series, uh, and um, and the really big video is coming the end of the year as the last my big last one for this year, because I have to wait for Amsterdam 2, and then I talk about, of course, Amsterdam, but all his other stuff also that he made after that, and that's the really big one. But as I said, because Flodder is such a huge big property, normally it would have been part of the big one, but it was just too much, and so I had to make an own video on it. And I was a little bit worried about this one because I try to avoid, like the plague, making reviews on comedies, because comedy is just it's just nothing that you can really make a review about jokes. Yes. Uh, yeah, great. So, Konstantin, you have to repeat myself here. So let's wait that it just comes back.
There we
Hope
go.
he comes back soon.
I'm here.
Yeah. So I don't know when you left what you have heard of what I have said. I said I was a little bit worried about this other one, other video,
Ah, right, yeah.
because it's a comedy, and I try to avoid making reviews on comedies.
Well, that's understandable. Being German, you probably don't get the jokes.
No, there's nothing.
I'm joking,
Comedies,
dude. I'm joking. Because Germans are unfunny people.
yeah. But comedies is just a movie is funny or it's not funny. There are jokes in it, and what I'm supposed to talk about in comedies is really telling the people the plot. I don't know, or telling them the jokes, or I don't know. It's just something I try to avoid. I don't make reviews on comedies normally.
Well, yeah.
So I was really concerned with this one, and I'm so surprised how it turned out till now. It's not a video I'm concerned about, because that I'm not able to review the comedy. Now the concerns about this review are really more about other stuff, but not the video itself. The video itself, I'm not concerned about that. It is my only concern is that is this thing entertaining enough for my audience?
Well, fucking hell, that'll be a
Because
first.
no, because the criteria is at the end. It really doesn't matter at all what the video is about or things like that. It just matters at the end. Is this an entertaining video? Is it a video, a review, whatever, people put it on, and then when they are watching it or when they finished it, think, oh my God, that was a waste of time or something like that. And this is my only concern. This is my only concern. I have to like this video, that I watch it and be and I'm not bored. I'm entertained. Things like that. And that were my concerns with it. But this is not the concern anymore with Flodder, which I'm working on. I have no fear that it is going to be boring or not entertaining or something like that.
Just like the
No.
rest of your videos.
No, my concerns are really more about other stuff in this review. And I've really, and this is really a huge thing. This could be a candidate for a review that gets my channel deleted.
No, it won't. Jesus Christ,
I know.
the shit you've gotten away with. Fucking hell. Your channel should have been deleted 10 times over.
Yeah, but this time I directly speak about things that here in Germany get you visit from the police.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm kind of safe because I'm shadow banned still. Nobody knows my stuff, nobody watches my crap, and so maybe that is maybe something that. But it's exactly the kind of thing where people, when like these comments, you make a comment on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and then you get a visit next morning. You get a visit from the police.
Yep.
And even when they try to charge, when it goes on trial, nobody normally doesn't even go on trial because there is no case.
Yeah.
But still, they pay you a visit 6 o'clock in the morning.
See,
That your neighbors.
that would be
Yeah.
different if it was in England, dude. You would end up going fucking jail.
No,
At least the
but
Germans just let you off. And at worst case scenario, fucking take your computer or whatever.
yeah, but they still use it that you get bad reputation with
Fuck
your,
reputation.
with your
Who cares about
no,
reputations?
with your neighbors, with your family,
Fuck them.
with your children. That you have to explain that also to your family when you have a wife, a children, and what the hell is going on, and also with your landlord. They use this tactic also, that you get trouble with your landlord. Sometimes they call even your landlord.
Yeah, we have the same thing over here, dude.
This is abusing power.
Of course it is. It's
it's really,
nothing but the abuse of power. It's
yeah.
fascism, pure and simple.
Yeah, so I kind of have to little bit prepare myself here, make backups and things like that before I release this review, just to be safe for the worst case, just to be safe a little bit. Jess, this is just a feeling, okay? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe everything is harmless and fine as usual. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Well, I'm sure you will find out.
Yes, I'm going to find out, and I could go just the easy road and just release stupid review, and that's it.
You've never
But
done
no.
YouTube-friendly videos, though, Cub, have you?
Yeah, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to start with that now.
I don't
Because
blame
I
you.
don't care.
Yeah, it's you fucking right. I
Yeah,
don't blame you at all.
If people here in this country are too afraid to talk about some things, I'm not.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm going to bring them up.
That's it. You've got a
That's
voice, a
just
microphone, and the internet.
yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah, but really, real surprise because I never would have thought that this review, which I didn't even want to make because it's about comedy and I don't like to talk about comedy. I see it's boring for people. That this turns out to be to be this thing. Really, turns out to be. Oh my God! I really I'm sitting here and I'm curious how this TV series ends and where it goes. I'm now in season 3, and it gets better every season, I have to say. And also the memory of the movie. Uh, After season 3, I'm going to watch the movie, this third one again, to see how it fits in this continuity of the TV series, because I have the feeling that there's the place where it belongs, really. For itself as a movie, it doesn't work as well, but now with the context of the TV series, Jess, still
Yeah,
there?
yeah. I'm listening, dude. I'm just listening to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm saying the context of the TV series, it makes much more sense. I think I'm going to enjoy the movie maybe much more when I finish this third season and then watched it. Yeah, but more on that latest next Wednesday, because I'm next Wednesday. I'm planning to release it next Wednesday if I get it finished in time. And the backup plan is Witchcraft, of course. The
Oh,
Witchboard
see,
one, I mean.
that would interrupt the flow.
I know, but as I said, I'm working day and night.
Well, how about if
Oh,
it's not finished, just not do a video on Wednesday? Have you ever thought of that?
why? I have already finished the Witchboard one.
No, I'm not on about that. I'm on about your flobber.
Yeah. Normally, today was planned that I release the Witchboard one, but I thought that the lift is fitting more for today because tomorrow we have 9/11, and today we have
Oh shit! Yeah, it's Alan's birthday tomorrow. Fucking hell! Thanks for reminding me.
yeah, yeah, and today is 9/10, and so I thought, yes, a 9/11 review, it's really good today and not next year, uh, January as planned.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and so normally then next week I wanted to release the Witchcraft one, Witchboard one, but then I started working on Flodder, still planned for next year January, and then I recognized, oh my God, it has also something like 9/11 in it,
Yeah, yeah.
and and so I decided, okay,
So that's why you brought it forward.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
okay, makes more sense that I release it then directly after the lift. Try it, get it finished till next Wednesday. I'm positive. I'm going to.
Yeah. Well, you better crack on, son, as we say.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, I'm already in the last part. I'm just have to watch the TV series, finish it. The season 3. I'm in the middle of season 3, and it has 5 seasons.
It's
And
a,
it's
it's a shame I probably won't even be able to find the TV series.
yeah. You can find it on YouTube with subtitles, I guess.
Ah, I never think of looking on YouTube, for these things.
Yeah, yeah. I found it partially on sites, partially on YouTube. I think of most of it even on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And it's really, yeah, it's really just, and you like it or you don't. It's
Oh yeah.
just that simple. It's you have to be in the mood or take this world in, the cheapness also of it, and that the movie is this first one is so well made and so cinematic and things like that
Right. Yeah.
doesn't really help when you watch the TV series
Yeah,
because
but the thing is though, you should in your mind and your brain separate a TV show from a movie. A TV show is
yeah,
not gonna have the budget of a film, is it?
yeah, and also it's the comparisons. This is really completely different because the this movie is doing social criticism of the system and things like that, and doing it partially like going so far with it, really, that it goes in anarchy.
Hey, and you know me,
Sheer
dude. I
anarchy.
like a bit of anarchy.
Yeah, yeah, and so they don't try that in the TV series. The TV series takes really just this sweet situation. There's just this family that doesn't fit, and there are these neighbors, and rich neighbors, and so on that don't
Yeah,
want them there.
it's
Yeah,
softened for a TV audience. Yeah.
yeah, it's sweet. It's really it's just sweet, harmless. And but never can you can't compare it to the movie.
Well, it's very rare you
Just
can. Yeah.
yeah, it's really it's, yeah. Don't even try. And that's why most of the criticisms comes from when it comes to this property. You have so many comments that don't understand what is going on. They just don't understand. They say, yeah, the first movie is really good and brilliant and whatever, and all the others are complete crap, and the TV series also, and this third movie is also crap. Don't even recognize that these are two completely different things that you can't compare with each other.
Well, this is it. Do you know what I mean? You should have some understanding of a budget of a feature film and what you, plus not alone just the budget of a TV show, what you can actually get away with on a network TV show is, there's a lot of
Yeah,
restrictions on TV.
yeah, yeah. That and also uh, the movie kind of says it all already.
Yeah, well,
It goes so
like I
far
say,
that you can't.
I'm,
In the
go on.
movie, things happen there, irreversible things. They reverse that in the TV series, that people die and things like that. And if you understand from this family, and and the movie stands for its own.
Yeah,
It's just a
well,
thing.
like I say,
Yeah,
if I can find it, I shall be screening it on the return of Film Club Friday. If I can find it before then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It would really make sense since next week, next Wednesday, people can see my review and maybe
Well,
have seen the movie.
it'll be nice for me to also watch it with whoever joins me on Friday. It'll be my first experience as well as everybody else's who joins me, so that'll be a good
Yeah,
thing instead of showing movies I've already seen.
yeah. I have seen that movie so many times. I have it already also in my VHS collection and things like that. Uh, because back then I was underaged, of course, when it came out. I was 14 or something like that, and it was one of these rare 18 and older comedies, R-rated comedies.
Yeah.
Jess.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you know, as a teenager, this was a must see. Anyway,
Well, yeah. When you're young, fucking hell, yeah.
this was a must
You want
see.
to see every R-rated comedy or whatever.
This
R-rated
was
is
the
what you were after when you were
yeah,
a teenager.
yeah, and this was the thing the other boys, kids were talking about, especially the older ones, and of course, there was no way around. If you haven't seen that, you were nobody. You couldn't talk because it was the when this thing came out back then. The kids, young people, kids, and so on. We were talking about it in the classroom and things like that, and
Excellent.
talking about scenes and yeah. But you know what I mean.
I
It
do
was
indeed.
also yeah.
I can
And
tell you,
it's
I can tell you have fond memories and quite like this movie because I can hear the excitement in your voice when you speak about it.
yeah, especially you had the tits in it,
Well,
and
there you go. What budding
yeah,
teenage boy doesn't like tits?
yeah, yeah. So this was really the thing
Uh,
you had to see. We
See,
saw it so many times
all we
back
had
then.
was porkies.
Yeah, which are also, of course, this was also something that I watched back then. All the other things that went into this direction, but but Porky's just a stupid sex comedy. But in this one, you had also kind of horror scenes, not horror in the sense of Evil Dead or something like that,
Yeah, but
but
realism.
really, yeah, so
Yeah, yeah.
kind little bit, really, and
Well, dude,
action horror.
I'm going to when I finish here, which will be any moment now when I wrap up. I'm going to go on a mission and try to find this fucking movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But as I said, and yeah,
Yes. So
really,
on that note, we will end the show and we will see you all next week. So good night from me.
hey, wait a second. Have you seen any of the new crap?
I don't care. We've run over. I'm finishing on time.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we will see you all next week, folks. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Bye for now.